Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Rolex coming at you with another PUBG Mobile video, and today I have for you guys the best tips on how to rank up in PUBG Mobile. For those of you guys who don't know who I am, my name is Rolex. I am from the United States. I have been playing this game since the release date, so around March of 2018, and I've been playing this game professionally for around 2 years now. I played for Lights Out, for Cloud9, and for Space Station Gaming. So just recently, I actually stepped down from competitive. I didn't really see or have an interest in it anymore, and I just wanted to do full content creation. So yeah. So let's get right into the video. Here I have the best tips on how to rank up in PUBG Mobile, whether this is being, you know, top 500 for Conqueror rank in any server or a top 100. Tip number 1, do not hot drop. Now I know you guys are wondering, Rolex, I watch your live streams every day and you hot drop in every single game I watch you. Why is this your number 1 tip? Okay, well, let's just get some things let's just get some things, you know, straight. I have been playing this game professionally. I was paid to play this game. It was basically my job. And so, you know, just like any other job, if you're not good at it, you're not going to have that job for long. So, you know, it's a little different when it comes from a professional player standpoint to a, you know, just a casual player and maybe just someone who just has a goal in mind of getting top 500. I play this game for fun. I enjoy, you know, hot dropping. I don't really care for rank much. The only reason why I'm, I guess, high in rank is just because I see it and I'm just like, wow, I'm already ranked 400, 300. Let's just go for, you know, top 100 and have a goal. But like, it's not my goal from the very beginning to be like, oh, I want to be top 100. You know, almost every season that the game has had, I've been Conqueror. It's only been around 2 seasons that I haven't been Conqueror, and that's just due to me being busy. One of the seasons I was over in PMCO Berlin, so I was there for about a month, and after that we also had the Star Challenge over in Taiwan. So I was gone for about a month and a half from not playing, so I hit ace that season. But pretty much everything else has been just Conqueror. So yeah, so let's not get too sidetracked. Tip number 1, do not hot drop. The reason for that is because this game has a lot of RNG in it. I'm pretty sure you guys are aware. Whether it's zone, whether it's, you know, you're not being able to find a gun. My biggest pet peeve in this game, to be honest, I'll be honest with you guys, is not being able to find a gun when I land. So if there's a team on me and they have an M4, if they have an AK, it doesn't matter. It seriously doesn't matter how good of a player you are. If you have a hand grenade, right? If you have a hand grenade and some 9mm ammo, you're dead. It does not matter who is playing. If you cannot find a weapon and someone has a gun by your side, you will die. And so that is the thing, is that with hot dropping, you take a chance. You take a chance that you're going to die, and it's not because of they're just better than you. It's because they just find a gun. And so if you're ranking up, if you're being serious, if you're trying to get Conqueror, the best tip I have for you is to not take that risk, right? You want to have as much control of this game as you can. You want to limit the RNG in this game, and you want to have your fate in your hands, right? I always tell the stream and the guys, hey, if we get outplayed, we get outplayed. You know, it happens. Every single team in this game has been outplayed. Every single team. It doesn't matter who you are. Every single team has lost, has been outplayed by a different team, and it happens, right? But whenever you can't find a gun and you die because of that, that is just annoying. And, you know, maybe not everyone has the same patience as I do, right? Maybe some people really, really just like delete the game. So that is why I'm telling you, don't hot drop. Don't land, you know, in those hot places like Boot Camp, Pochinki, Millie, Novo, South George, Paradise, right? Goroka. Don't go to those places. Instead, land on the outskirts of the map and take it easy. Be safe. And this obviously will transition me to tip number 2, which is do not take early fights. Do not take early fights. The point system here, if you die early, you're going to lose 35 plus points, 40 plus points. And when you're in Conqueror, you'll lose sometimes 50 plus points if you're the first team out. A lot of it when it comes to the point system is your survival time. So however long you lived in the game. If you die in the final circle and you get second place, at least now, right? At least nowadays in season 12, you'll be fine. You'll maybe do +6, right? +5 points. Back in season 1 though, damn, was it hard, dude. Back in season 1, you had to win. It doesn't matter how many kills you had. You could have had 15 kills. Second place, -6, -10. If you lost early, -50. If you won with 6 kills, 7 kills, +3. The season 1 ranking system was definitely it definitely punished you if you did not win. So I can actually go ahead and I'll put up my stats for season 1. I actually had a photo. I took a screenshot because I knew that back then they were not going to save your stats. You know how nowadays they have all the stats and stuff for all the seasons and on your profile. Season 1, I knew for a fact they weren't going to do that, so I took a screenshot. So I'll put that up for you guys. But understand that you taking early gunfights is a risk, and it's a chance that you're going to lose, right? So do not take early gunfights. If you don't feel comfortable fighting, tell your team, hey, let's just back up. You know, let's loot up, and then we'll just dip, right? Let's again understand that the most important thing is survival time. The longer you survive, the less points you will lose, or the more points that you will gain. So that is important. Survival time, just to do everything you can to survive until the very end. It doesn't matter even if you win, it's fine. But understand that you have to survive. If you lose early, you will have to play hours and hours on end to gain those points back. Especially if you're in top 500, right? If you're a conqueror in your season, or if you're top 100, geez, if you're top 100, it will take you like 9 games to get those points that you lost in one game. Be sure to not hot drop, and number 2, do not take early fights. Tip number 3 is going to be play with a good team. Now, I understand that maybe not everyone has good players to play with, right? So we'll just talk about that in a bit, but find a good team, okay, and play with them. Make sure that you guys have the exact same mindset, the exact same goal in mind, right? If you have players that don't care about rank and that they're just going to die because they want to push, you're going to get frustrated with them. You're going to be like, hey, I'm literally trying to rank up here. Why are you dying so early all the time? You know, if you want to go play, you know, by yourself, play solo squads. Like, it's important to understand that when you're playing as a team, and this also goes, you know, for professionally, for, you know, in competitions and tournaments, whenever you die, you are a loss towards your team. You have hurt the team more than you can imagine, right? That's one less player that they have for backup. That's one less player that can help in gunfights, right? So do not die. Just don't die. Okay? Just don't die. That like, just do everything you can to not die. Understand that playing with a good team, you have to have a team that has the same mindset as you. If you have people that are just taking it too serious, and maybe they just don't want to fight anyone at all, like ever, like they just want to have only one squad fight until the very end of the game, you might get bored and you might get frustrated with them, right? Or even they might get frustrated with you and they might be like, dude, why are you dying? So understand that you want to find a team that has the same goals, right? Talk it out right away and be like, hey, we're going to grind, but this is the way that, you know, we kind of want to take the approach. Maybe you guys want to do hot drop like me and my squad. Maybe you guys do want to go land hot, right? Me, when I'll tell you right now, since I've been playing, you know, top 100, no one hot drops, man. Everyone is landing in the corners of the map. All of those top 100 players do not, like, they don't want to fight. They don't want to fight, and that's me personally. That's just the way that I don't want to play. I don't want to play that way. I don't want to run away from gunfights. If we die, we die, right? But I'm not the type to run away. I'm not the type to land somewhere. But again, I have a different mindset. I am not going for rank. I'm just going for content, and then all of a sudden I'm top 100. So, you know, understand that you have to have a team that has the same goals as you, because if not, you guys are going to get frustrated. You guys are going to start fighting, right? And especially if you're grinding, man, this is not going to happen one day. I don't want you guys to think that this is going to happen in 5 matches, 10 matches, 20 matches. It's going to be a grind. You guys will have to play quite a while, especially if you guys do not start at the very beginning of the season. You guys will have to play a good 150 plus matches, 100 plus matches. So understand that, you know, you have to have friends that you're playing with. You have to have a good relationship with these guys, some good vibes, because if you guys have some tension right away from the beginning, it's just going to be horrible. And understand that this is a game, right? At the end of the day, we want to have fun. We want to have goals in mind while also having fun, because if you don't, then what's the point of even playing the game, man? I mean, at the end of the day, you're just going to be miserable. So have some friends to play with. If you guys don't have anyone to play with, I do have a Discord server with over 15,000 members, and I have people from all over the world. So it doesn't matter what server you're from, you can find some people there. If you haven't checked out the Discord, there's a link in the description down below. It's going to say Discord, and the link for it is discord.gg/Rolex with 2 L's and 3 X's. Go ahead and join there, and if you guys are trying to find some teams, I'm pretty sure you guys will find some people to play with. So, tip number 4, use your utilities. Trust me. I see so many people who play this game who do not use their smokes, their grenades, their mollies correctly. You have to use them. Remember that they're there for you. Remember that they are an asset towards you. Like they can help you. They can be such a game changer. If you land a good grenade, you can maybe get even 2 or 3 out of the squad, and there's just one left. Just push it. It is so critical to use your utilities. So, obviously, whenever you see them on the ground for looting, loot them. Pick them up. So many people do not pick up hand grenades. They are vital, and they will be important, especially when it comes to those high-ranked matches when you're top 500. They will be vital at the end circle, right? Smokes, I usually carry around 8 or 10. Grenades, I usually carry around 3. Mollies, I usually carry around 1 or 2. So that's kind of my backpack, so to speak. So, but obviously it doesn't have to be that way. But smokes is critical, just because, again, as I mentioned before, RNG, right? The circle will not always land on you. You have to understand that, right? Unless you are very good at rotating, right? Unless you're very good at predicting the circle, in which case even sometimes I get it wrong. Sometimes it goes away from me. Smokes are going to be your best friend. Smokes are going to be your best friend for rotating, especially if it's like an open field. If you have to go up a hill or something, use your smokes. Pick up at least 7. At least 7. At least 7 is my personal suggestion. Tell your teammates to, pick up 7 smokes. Don't forget, all right? Next tip is going to be stay calm. Now, I understand there's some times where you're just going to freak out, dude. There's some times where all of a sudden the team rolls up on you. Your 3 teammates are dead, and you're the last one alive all of a sudden. What are you going to do, all right? You're going to stay calm. That's what you're going to do. That's what I'm telling you right now to do. You're going to stay calm. You have to understand that there will be times where the odds are against you, right? There will be times where you feel like there's just no hope, right? Like it's just over. You're done. It's not done. It's not done until it's done. So understand that you always have a chance. Personally, for me, many people have asked me, hey Rolex, how do you stay calm during these 1v4 situations, man? Hey, how do you stay calm during these 1v8? How do you stay calm whenever you have to rotate? You just gotta stay calm, dude. You have to understand that thinking like you're gonna die is a negative. It's just a negative mindset. It does nothing good for you. It does nothing good for you. It has no positive impact in your gameplay or in anything else. Have faith, right? Believe in yourself. Understand your potential and your limits, right? Again, don't be like, oh yeah, I'm the best player. It's just stay humble, but also believe in yourself, right? If you're in a 1v4 situation and you feel like it's just done, you're already dead before it even started. You're already dead before the fight even began, because that mindset of yours is going to limit you. So have faith. There's only so much you can do, right, as one player. Your team's not going to get mad at you because you lose a 1v4 or a 1v3, right? They're going to get mad at you whenever it's a 4v1 and your whole team's up. Them 3 get knocked, and then you lose the gunfight, right? That's when they would get mad at you. But understand that you got to have faith, right? You got to believe in yourself, and you have to understand the limits. You have to stay calm, be patient, and just understand that there's only so much you can do. Don't take it too harsh if you lose a gunfight. Don't take it too harsh if you lose a 1v4. It happens to everyone. It's happened to everybody. If it hasn't happened to them, they're lying. I can tell you that right now. So stay calm, and you'll be just fine. And my final tip for you guys is going to be position yourselves in the best spots possible. Now, I understand that this can't happen all the time, but always think to yourself, what is the best spot in the circle, right? Where is the best place that I can be? Because you're going to have some gunfights where you're not going to have the best position. You're going to have the disadvantage. Positioning is not everything, but it's definitely a key aspect to winning gunfights, right? Now, for example, let's say that a team has the high ground on you. It doesn't mean, right? It doesn't mean that they're going to beat you already. It doesn't mean that the fight is over, right? Again, as I mentioned, stay calm. But just think about it. it would be so much nicer if you were in that position. It would be so much nicer if you had that advantage, right? So always be in the best positions you possibly can. If you guys are rotating, right, and you guys stop down a hill, right, and there's a hill right above you, that's a horrible spot. That's a horrible spot to be in. Go uphill, have the high ground so that you can see if any team is rotating towards you, and position yourselves in the best spot, right? You want to have control of your fate. You want to be able to say, you know what, we literally just got outplayed there. There was no RNG to it, right? That's what you want to do. That is your main goal in this game, is to have as little RNG as you can. There's something that you can't control, and that's the circle, right? The circle is not sometimes going to be your best bud, and it's going to be your worst enemy. That happens. But everything else, right? From positioning, from early gunfights, from hot dropping, you want to control the RNG, and you want to say, you know what, if we lose, it's going to be because we got outplayed. It's not because we were, rotating and it was just random RNG, bad positioning. It's not because of, I couldn't find a gun. It's because we got outplayed. When that happens, GG's, man, GG's. But position yourself in the best places you can be, and you'll be just fine. If you follow these tips, I'm pretty sure you will be able to get to top 500. And I hope to see some screenshots. If you guys do go ahead and get top 500 from this video, tag me on Twitter, on Instagram, in my Discord, post a screenshot and let me know. And maybe I'll just retweet it, or maybe I'll just post it on my story on Instagram. And yeah, good luck to everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel for some daily content of PUBG Mobile. And my next video will be my sensitivities video. You guys have been waiting for that for like a year plus now. It's crazy. And I apologize for the big delay in that. But hey, I'm done with school, so I'm looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to do YouTube full time and streaming full time. And if you haven't checked out my streaming channel, go ahead and do so. There's a link in the description down below. It's a streaming channel, youtube.com/Rolex-live. I'll see you guys later. Until next time.